Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Revising Ryuutama. Before we get too far into it, I'm going to go through our links, and we'll go and say hello to these wonderful faces around the screen. First of all, check out our social links. They're there in the chat right now, Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. We also have a Patreon. We've just put up the latest article from Rene, so you guys should go and check it out. It is a great article. We also have merchandise. Head over to Redbubble to grab a head over to Redbubble to get a crest on your chest. Next, we have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who write modules for D&D and other TTRPGs, and Mage Hand Press, who created the Dark Matter Alpha, a sci-fi expansion for D&D 5e. We have some other sponsors in the panels down below. You can check out tabletoploot.com, erasavad.com, and ruinc.com, where you can get dice, accessories, and maps with a 10 to 15% discount using my codes. And every 10 retweets unlocks a potion effect for one of our players, so head over and retweet the tweet now. With little further to do, let's go around. Let's go anti-clockwise and go to Sam this week. Oh, hi, Smallish Sam.
Oh, hi. Oh, we're changing things up and going counterclockwise.
Now you've made that comment, it's going to be you first every week. I hope you're aware.
I realized this and I regret my decision immediately and not so immediately. I shall continually regret this. I'm Smallish Sam. I'm going to be playing Jung, who is terrified, as is Smallish Sam. So yeah, good times.
Teehee. Next around, we welcome to the channel Power Score RPG. Oh, hi, Sean.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. Who you be playing today? Oh no, actually no, wait. You can't say that. Good point. Oh, hi. Welcome. With all the wonderful things that you do.
Hi, everybody.
Next around the screen, we have Rachel at Talinia. Oh, hi!
Oh, hi! Yes, super excited for this week. I'm going to be playing Kayo Akishime, as usual. And she has no idea what to do where we are right now, so she'll probably get everyone killed.
Fantastic. Well, last week, as you can tell from the music, we were in the land of Zorro. Where Kayo... well, Kayo, why don't you tell us about it? I think the hype's still real for you, right?
Hype is there.
What happened? How did you transform this time? How did you move to the next place?
So, last week, we ended up in a beautiful sunny Spain at the villa of El Zorro himself, and we had taken over the bodies of his daughter and his daughter's kind of handmaiden, I think. She's basically was. And there was lots of cool kind of training montages, and there were daddy issues, and there were family dilemmas, and there were jealous suitors. Really, you should have been there. It was wonderful. And in the end, we caused a minor revolution and set the corrupt governors to rights in what really seems to be becoming a theme for what I do on this channel. And it was great, yeah. Ended up with, setting forward the legacy of Zorro and inspiring the people, and it was great. However, we are suddenly in, after jumping through a portal, having completed our mission in Spain, we are suddenly thrust into zero gravity, and this isn't a situation either of them are particularly used to, as far as I am aware.
No, indeed. In fact, as you appear, you are both in white boiler suit type things. There's wires attached to you. You can feel pads and things attached to various body parts. On Jung's breast, it says Lovell. And on Kayo's breast, it says Hayes. As you look at each other, there is another person with you who has Swigert, Swigert on their thing. And just as you arrive, you hear a crackle, and Aquarius, we estimate 10 seconds until loss of contact.
Thank you, Earth. See you on the flip side.
And as you look out the window, you will see the surface of the moon, brightly lit. You can see a trench running along in the sand. One that Swigert would recognize as old Neil's playground, Neil's stomping ground. Looking out the other window, you can see stars brighter than anywhere else, as you have just passed through to the dark side of the moon.
Kayo, I am your father.
I think Kay is trying not to throw up right now.
Why don't you both make me a condition check for how that jump affected you?
Sure, fine. Let me just find the relevant stat. Come on, Jax, you're in here somewhere.
Young's feeling pretty good.
That's condition, yes?
Condition indeed. Jung and Kayo both feeling pretty good. Maybe you're getting used to jumping, even when you go into zero G. The body that you are in is clearly used to zero G, so as you meld with it, perhaps you're just getting more used to coming into these different situations. You are both now male. It would seem astronauts?
Well, this is a first.
It's payback for last week when I had to be female and I had no idea what to do. At least you don't have to act like a male.
But you had such a beautiful dress. You look lovely.
And you have such a beautiful astronaut suit.
I do?
Thank you so much, Levy Phipps, who comes in with a round of D6s for the free players. Thank you so much. You each have a D6 to spend on any ability check as you please. And Swigert, you can hear everything that Lovell and Hayes are saying.
Jim, Fred, please don't tell me you're losing it out here. We kind of got a situation.
What's the situation?
Wait, hold on. Which one's Jim? Which one's Fred? I'm testing you.
You're testing me? So, Kayo, I look at you.
Yeah, I'm testing you.
Fred, and then I look at Sam, Jim, right?
Yeah, you're right. Good. I'm pleased you're not space crazy.
All right. Fred.
I'll be watching you.
All right, well, just don't get mad at me, Fred, all right? We don't have time for that. We'll save it for when we're safe.
Wait, why would we get mad at you? What'd you do this time?
Scratticus, so we're in the middle of this thing, right?
Yeah.
Or
You are in the LEM module.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm about to take the pilot seat, and we're going to do a burn. We're going to try to propel the shuttle out of the moon's orbit. It's a little tricky, you know? Y'all were sleeping while I was stirring the O2 tanks, and something went wrong, okay? And you're acting a little weird, and I really don't need that right now, because I'm going to need both of you in tip-top shape.
Young.
This is not a drill.
Young, what's a burn?
It's when, like, something's on fire, and then you say it's a burn.
I thought there might be a special space colloquialism or something.
Am I supposed to know about space?
I mean, you know about a lot of weird shit.
Are you supposed to know about space? I mean, we went through a lot to get here. Can I reach control? Control, I think we have a situation up here. Well, we have another...
Hey.
Unfortunately, whilst you're on the dark side of the moon, you have no connection to Houston.
Oh, man. All right. Do I know, all right, like where in the process we are and what step is next?
So, for the time being, you enjoy the ride, whilst the moon's orbit does the work. You can see ahead in about 5 minutes' time, you'll be going past Mount Marilyn, which is very close to your landing site. And you'll probably be able to see it, knowing that you'll never be able to land.
We're gonna pass by the place we were supposed to land. Why don't you two get your stuff together? Maybe have a tube of goo or whatever it is that we eat up here. I'm gonna have some space food.
Yeah, it's pretty much goo. Or dried out stuff, lots of dried out things.
I mean...
And you can't have potato chips, right? Because they'll go all over and clog the instruments, right?
Wow, that sucks. I mean, we've done a lot since we last ate. Probably a good idea.
You don't want to eat this food. It doesn't taste very good.
But... Oh, that's true. We did have that wonderful Spanish 3-course meal.
I know.
But
That
it
was
was
good.
yesterday. That's like...
I mean, do we have any astronaut ice cream here? I feel like that would be good.
Do we, Scratticus?
You don't have ice cream. You have some like yogurts. There's sausages. You've still got your rations. You managed to move them all into the LEM module with you.
Well, we got sausages. We got yogurt.
Sausages!
Mm-hmm.
I can jam with that.
Yeah, sure. I guess that's fine.
All right, I'll bust out some delicious space sausages for my trusty crew.
They're essentially like frankfurters, cold frankfurters, except it's a little cold up here, so they're a little hard, but edible just about.
It's cool. Kayo's a single working person and a terrible cook, so this is fine.
Is there gravity in this thing? Or are we floating around?
You are in 0G. You are floating around.
All right. So I'll, float their sausages over to them.
I guess it just kind of ding. Do we have helmets on right now, or we don't need them right now, do we?
Don't need them right now, no. You're just in a regular boiler suit. You're not in a space suit.
I will just devour that. Alright, so, remind me the agenda for now. This moment.
Well, right now we're using the moon's... I have to remind you of this. We're being slung around the moon, okay? To propel us back to Earth. If this doesn't work, we're we're in deep trouble. Space.
Deep trouble space. Night.
Nobody's gonna hear us scream out here, okay?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Oh boy.
Now stop bothering me while I eat my dang sausage. I know you're mad, but it's just, I don't know what happened, okay? We'll talk about it when we're safe.
Okay, just, I guess tell us what we need to do and we'll do it.
Okay, so, Scratticus, for right now, there's nothing for us to do. We're just floating. We're gonna just be floating for a while.
Just floating for a while, yeah. You have time to try and snap your crewmates out of being crazy. To this day, no one really knows what happened to this module while it was in the dark side of the moon. Not really, only those 3 men, but it would seem we're telling that story right now.
Alright, I gotta snap you two out of it.
Okay.
Well, I'll look at Fred. Come on, Fred, what's your name? What's your full name, Fred? Go on.
Fred. I'm Fred. Don't question me. I'm Fred, and I look at my.
Are
name.
you married, Fred? Are you married?
I look at my name tag.
It says Hayes.
Yes, I'm married.
What's
I
your
feel like the kind of guy to be married.
what's the name of your spouse? Do you have kids? Come on, you're freaking me out, Fred. We've known each other so long.
Yes, we have. A long
Jim.
time.
Jim, tell Fred. Tell Fred.
Fred, snap out of it, dude.
No. Tell Fred the name of Fred's spouse. Damn it, Jim, I'm counting on you right now.
Yeah, Fred, what's the name of your spouse? Come on, man.
Yeah, Fred.
We all know my spouse. She's great. She's called Maureen. And I have 2 kids called Dexter and Olivia. They are 8 and 5 years old. They're both doing very well at school. I'm very proud of both of them. And I can't wait to see them when we get home.
We are going to introduce a new thing here, a new mechanic for you two. In that when you take on a new body, I will let you make a sense check to see if you can tap into some of their memories.
Well, I guess I've already failed that.
Well, who knows? Maybe it'll all come back to you.
I mean, what about our, movie knowledge?
If you have movie knowledge, that is also something you could use. Yes, if you've seen the movie, you might have an idea.
Yes. I'm sure Jung has seen the movie with his obsession. Oh, am I
I
supposed
also
to make
just remembered I need to put my dexterity back down to a d6, and that makes me sad.
Yes, but that reminds me as well. If you can both increase your intelligence for this by 1 dice point.
Woo!
Yes, I need the intelligence increase. We all know this.
Man, I'm a smart cookie now. Who's apparently completely ignorant of anything to do with space, so...
Scratticus, we probably have pictures of our families and stuff, right?
Yes, you've especially seen Fred looking at them several times.
Okay.
Oh no,
so
it's like Interstellar.
I'll just grab it and float it towards Fred. Remember, Fred? This is why we're doing this, okay?
No, I remember Maureen. I'm Fred.
Right.
So, Kayo, as you get a 6 on your sense check, a kid could do better, but you get a couple of names. You get a name, Betty. You get 2 kids and 1 in the oven.
Ah, yes, Betty. Maureen is a nickname. It's short for Betty.
All right. All right. What about you, Jim? What's your We talked so much. Tell me
I
your
feel
dream.
like...
Tell me your dream.
Why are you questioning me, man?
Because both of you, since you both woke up, you're acting nutty. I can't be in
Yeah.
space with 2 crazies.
What if you're the crazy one?
Don't antagonize him. We're in space.
If I'm the crazy one, if I'm the crazy one, then we're in a heck of a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
So usually I just tell myself that everything's fine, and I imagine that picture of the dog in the house on fire.
What?
I don't think he knows what that is.
A picture of a dog with a house on fire?
Yeah, everything's fine. This is fine.
I'm gonna have
You know
a
what?
tube of space goo and just think for a moment about the
Swigert,
predicament.
The moon's
I just-
surface is still there to be seen if you want to look at it. It's beautiful.
What's still there?
The moon's surface, and this is
Oh.
Swigert, this is your first time up, so
Alright, let's check it out and I'll say, Fred, I know you wanted to do some prospecting on the moon. This is tearing you up. I know you wanted to get some of them moon rocks,
Who doesn't?
but for now at least, those moon rocks are just out of reach. And you're gonna have to let them moon rocks go. Alright?
Think I can live with that. Maybe. Just about. It'll be tough, but I'll manage.
Very few people get to see what we're seeing right now. The dark side of the moon. And we have
Yeah,
cameras.
I saw that Transformers sequel, and it was terrible.
I was gonna say, have you heard the Pink Floyd album though, and watched it to Wizard of Oz?
All right. We have a transformer, but on the thing we can't use it right now because we can't land on the moon. And second, I don't know who this Floyd is, but everybody loves the Wizard of Oz. Dang it! And when this whole thing is over, we can go watch the Wizard of Oz, okay? With both of your families that you remember.
That'd be good. I like that. Betty would like that too.
I think I'll rule that anytime you want to recall things about your body, you can roll the sense check then. Just to try and keep things a little more fluid for you. Enable you guys a bit.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just stare wistfully at the moon and like quietly observe them in my peripheral vision, wondering if they're gonna open a window or something like that.
I look tempted. I think I'm probably trying to like stay level and being like
Going in circles, just floating around.
It is pretty though, when I can actually see out the window and I'm not spinning in some weird direction.
You know, if you like hold on to something, then it helps a lot. You got to use your like. So you know how when we're in.
But like I've heard about these like ships, right? You touch something and it might fall off. I don't want to break it by holding on to something.
Okay, so these were designed so that like you use your hands like you normally use your feet on Earth. So just if it's up high, like you can clearly see. You see right here. This is the equipment you're not supposed to touch. You see these bars right here? You can touch those.
You can.
Sure?
Those are, I swear I just see like a little bit of tinfoil in there.
There's not much in the way of bars, to be honest. The Aquarius module is tiny. You have 3 seats in which Jack is currently sitting in the pilot's seat. The middle seat doesn't have window access.
We're in the module itself right now?
You're in the lunar landing module.
Okay, I see. Ignore what I just said then. You're not going anywhere.
It's okay.
Are we stuck in the module? I mean, can we get to the...
You can go back into the control unit. You've pretty much sealed it off, though, because when the oxygen went, you didn't have enough oxygen to fill that space anymore.
Oh, jeez.
So, Swigert, you'll have possibly fond, possibly horrific memories of having to download the control computer's solid hard drive in only 15 minutes of oxygen, which you did successfully.
How much how long can we last on the oxygen in this little thingy that we're in?
Houston hasn't told you.
Y'all should just try not to breathe too hard.
What? Why?
There is a CO2 meter. If you want to look at a CO2 meter, there is a CO2 meter on board.
Don't be breathing too greedy in here tonight, because I'm not sure just exactly how much oxygen we got left. I'll look at the CO2 meter. Like, what is it, like a dial?
Yeah, it's like a scrolling dial. There's a needle and the scroll dials like this. At the moment, it's sitting at a 4. The warning light is not on.
Yeah, is it the higher the number, the worse it is for us? Okay. We're at a 4 right now, okay? So.
Ooh, a 4.
If any of you are good at holding your breath, then that might help a little bit.
Hey, Kayo, what happens? What happens if we die in these bodies?
I got no idea, and I feel like our scientist friend isn't gonna come and visit us here.
Yeah.
So I guess we just gotta last long enough, help this guy out.
Yeah, I feel like I should know. But I don't know anything about this.
Neither do I, and I kind of want Fred to be able to get home to Betty. Be sad if he didn't.
Y'all ain't talking in the third person now, are you?
Of course we are. You don't normally talk in the third person?
It's the best way to pass the time is to talk in the third person, as if you're talking about someone who isn't you. Crazy.
I would suggest that might be the first sign of not getting enough oxygen to your brain. Okay.
That could also be it. That's an excellent explanation for exactly why we're behaving this way.
Mm-hmm. This is really the last thing I need right now is for you two to be losing it. Okay.
Sorry.
Because we're stuck in this little thing together. That's all.
Why don't we use this moment to see how Swigert has been doing with the travel? How's Swigert doing so far? Let's have a condition check, please, and try and make it better than the one you did in the green room beforehand.
Oh. Right. Condition check. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hit this button.
On a 10, you can upgrade one of your dice to the next level. So if you go over to your stats table, you'll see strength, dexterity, intelligence, and spirit. You can if you click on the dice next to it, you can upgrade any one of them to the next one up.
I think we're gonna need intelligence, right? So I'm gonna pump that up to a 10.
Someone's gonna have to use it.
Do I have to enter or anything?
No, once you've clicked off it, it should be set. I'm still getting lots of wind through your mic, Sam. It comes in so strong when you start it up. And then it goes after like a second. I don't know what it is. Now we can't hear you at all.
Oh no, turbulence.
Yeah, space turbulence.
That's a thing.
Everyone do the camera shake.
This is now the Enterprise.
So I just got a little smarter, basically.
You did. You had you've been doing especially well. Perhaps you do well in crises, and the pressing the nature of your two colleagues seemingly going crazy has inspired you. You've got that little rush of adrenaline. You're feeling good.
Okay. So I mean, we're slingshotting around, and how long do I know how long it's going to be before we're around the moon?
You can estimate you've probably got about another 10 minutes.
Is there any work that needs to be done or anything to prepare for whatever comes next?
Tricky to say. You have like before the accident you had like routine things you could do, like stirring the oxygen tanks and things like that, but since the accident, Control hasn't really given you a lot of freedom to do things with the controls. They've just been asking for feedback and giving you new commands. You could certainly do some maths, and if you're concerned about CO2 levels, you could perhaps try and work out if you've got enough oxygen.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sure thing. Why don't you give me a... I think it's job knowledge. Job knowledge check would be fantastic.
Job knowledge. Okay, here we go. 2 plus 6.
Okay, an 8. An 8's pretty good. It's gonna be you'd sit there and you're working out your equations. This is the year of the slide rule after all, and you're sitting there working it out, and it should just about be okay. It's gonna be close. You've only got one filter left. It's currently in the module. It's gonna run out pretty much as you get to Earth, but it should be alright.
Alright. I just double checked, everybody. We should have just enough oxygen. And I mean, once we get to Earth, we'll have all the oxygen we need. Okay? This is a lot of oxygen on Earth.
Okay. Shallow breaths.
Okay. You just put away my slide rule here. My special slide rule container. And,
You've got a strip of Velcro. You can...
All right, and then yeah, so we got 10 minutes, and then we'll be. Is there anything they're gonna have to do once those 10 minutes are up?
I mean, Lovell has been giving you words of encouragement and things like that. Hayes has mostly been mad at you. I suppose this is quite a nice change from Hayes. But really, it's about now that you'd be landing on the moon and your mission would really be starting. This was just supposed to be the transit stage, you know? It's supposed to be routine. I mean, you could try and work out other things, like, well, it's a bit fruitless to try and work out entry angle at this point until you've done your burn, but you could look at your gimbal angles, make sure that you're staying in the moon's orbit.
Look at our gimbal angles.
Mm-hmm. Gimbals, they're the 8 balls that you use to stay on track, to use to direct the craft.
Okay, I'm going to look at our gimbal angles. Do I have to make a roll for that?
Yes, indeed. This would be a navigation check, which is one of your special checks, I believe. Should be at the top of your sheet.
The top? Oh, there it is. Navigation. 3 + 3 is 6.
Okay, so on the official reference sheet, a roll of a 6 is even a kid could do better. So as you look at this gimbal, you're sort of looking at it, and you're concerned that you're too far out of the moon's orbit.
Really? Is there any way for us to get closer?
I mean, you could adjust. You've got, as far as you know, the controls still work for, like, left, right, pitch, yaw, and everything. I mean, you don't want to start up the big engine. That you need to save that for the burn, but you've got, like, pressure to, like, the controls, they're not, like, on, off. You nudge it and it goes... Pfft.
So, alright, we're too far out, and we need to adjust. And I gotta use some joystick. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, everybody. I just did some math and...
You just did some what? Oh, math. Sorry, I misheard you.
Mathematics.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I think I watched too much Breaking Bad before I came to space.
I don't know what that is, but my mathing shows me that we are gonna need to adjust our position.
All right. Is there anything we can do?
Scratticus, do I know who the best person would be to do this?
Lovell is an accomplished pilot. One of the best that the aerospace program has ever seen.
Jim? That's your thing, Jim. Now, hold on, Jim. Are you up for this?
I mean, Swigert, to be clear though, Swigert is one of the best pilots in aerospace, but you are the pilot of this mission, Swigert. On this mission, Lovell is the commander in charge.
Please tell me that this wouldn't require a direction check from Jung.
Yes! Let me make a direction check!
You can make a direction check.
Oh, so wait. Wait, are you saying that Lovell, Jim is in charge?
Jim is the commander.
Yep.
Jim, you're the commander. This is your call.
I mean... Wait, what do you need me to do? What do you...
Jim, you're a minstrel, not a rocket scientist.
This is Sam not having...
According to my calculations, Jim, we need to adjust where we are in relation to the moon. And that's going to require one of us using this little thing here to nudge us in the right direction. You're the commander, Jim. That's why you make the big bucks.
Yeah. I mean, what's your... Like, how confident are you that we need to adjust?
You scored really well in astronaut school.
I did score very well in astronaut school. I scored the best.
You did. Not gonna lie, I was a little jealous, but...
I know.
This is your call.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do?
Oh, that's a good direction check from Jung.
Hey!
This is what
Instead
we
of look-
Wait, this doesn't look right. Actually, there's no way. Because I have a D4 for intelligence.
Didn't you just put it up?
Oh, did I? Oh, I did. Never mind. I'm good.
Uh-huh. So, you look at the direction. You look at both the gimbal and the computer, and the gimbal and the 8-ball says that you're slightly out, but the control computer says that everything's fine.
Can I look at other instruments to see whether like other things on other computer-y things look correct?
Most, I'll use the same direction check result. Most things look fine. The computer is happy with your current orbit.
I want to say we're fine. I mean, if you look at the computer, it looks like we're fine.
But
So therefore, we're fine.
do we trust the computer? This is... I mean...
Look at all these numbers. They all look
Your
good.
camera is probably more powerful than this computer.
Well, yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, Young wouldn't know. Oh, yeah, obviously it is.
Now, the computer says one thing, and what's the thing that says something else?
The actual
The
8-ball.
gimbal.
Yeah. Like it's a little, they call it an 8-ball because it's a round thing, like a magic 8-ball. But the dot is on a crosshair to show you how on position you are.
So, do we think that we've either got human error or machine error here? Which is it?
I mean, it's usually human error, right? Like, no offense, but
I mean, maybe you should check the other equipment as well, and then you can compare.
I did check the other.
Oh, you
I
did?
did.
And,
Yeah.
and so, Sean, just for more outside information, this is 1970. Computers are new. People don't trust them. What is Lovell saying? What's Jim saying?
Yeah, hold on now. Okay. These computer things, they break all the time. All right? What you telling me I can't trust my own eyes? Look at the 8-ball.
Are you saying you don't trust a team of NASA engineers?
No, I trust them, but this thing,
The
they're not
NASA
here.
engineers that built this computer?
I mean, this computer
Have they
has
failed
been-
you before?
I mean, it
Yes,
has
actually,
been-
just about 20 minutes ago when there was that problem with the O2 tanks.
Yeah, there have been a lot of malfunctions, and it's been jiggled and jangled a lot on its way up here. I mean, is it not plausible it could be a little bit out?
You know, I thought I was the commander, but you do whatever you want. I am personally offended by your need to question me.
I have a need to not die. Just putting that out there.
Do what you will.
No, you're the command. You're the command.
Aquarius, this is Houston. Do we have connection?
Oh, thank God.
Aquarius,
we-
this is Houston. Do we have connection? Do you copy?
Roger.
Hello, Aquarius. We'll be awaiting your burn. You have a 20-second window.
20 seconds?
This is all you, sir.
That's not
You're
long.
the
That's
pilot.
not long.
We've uploaded the burn data to the control PC. Should be just as easy as pressing go.
They mean we have 20 seconds to do this, like right now?
They mean you need to get in that pilot seat and press the go button in
I'm
20
getting in the
seconds.
pilot! 20 seconds?
Please wait for our mark, Aquarius.
Alright.
In T minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Press.
And you feel the ship begin to shake as the jet begins to burn. And the control panel computer takes over, but it's much more turbulent than you would ever expect. The ship begins to pitch and roll as whilst you're making this burn. And you hear more come through. Okay, Aquarius, so we're going to have a couple of things for you to do immediately after the burn. We're worried about your power levels down here. We don't think you've got the battery life to get back to Earth, so we're going to need you to power down nearly everything, including the control computer, the waste disposal, essentially everything except for life support, even lights.
Oh boy.
You heard the man. Roger. Over and out. I unplug the power, as it will be.
You're very good at this, Young.
Could you make me a job knowledge, please, Young?
Oh no.
No. No.
So you can see there is a switch at the end of this cable. This cable doesn't pull out. It's not plug and play. Nothing's plug and play. But there is a switch at the end of the thing. And everyone, you've gained a fumble point. So in future, if you'd like to add a +1 to a roll, you can. That's what fumble points are for. So Young, you can see the switch at the end of the cable.
I flipped the switch. Obviously.
Brilliant. Of course you do. And we'll continue from there. They've asked you to power down everything. Engines, adjustments, light, everything except for life support. Lights, the control computer. So essentially, you're just relying on the gravitational pull of the Earth to get you home. Who would like to do the switching off? Of course you can.
Yes, Kayo, do you want to say something?
I mean, I guess it's only a switching off right now. How can it be?
If you want to do it.
Again? Sorry.
Yeah, is that another job knowledge check, or is that?
It would be another job knowledge, yeah.
Fingers crossed. That's not great.
You know, a child could do better. After about 5-10 minutes, Aquarius, is there a problem? You still seem to be showing a lot of power signals. We need to get your ampage down to less than 12 amps, and at the moment you are reading around 50.
I'm trying. It's hard to move right now.
Can I see what Jim is doing? And do I know that Jim is doing it wrong?
Why don't you give me a job knowledge and we can find out?
Job knowledge. Let's see.
Oh, that is an incredible roll. You can see you are a NASA PhD pilot. It's like Jim's never been on a spacecraft before.
Jim, it's like you've never been on a spacecraft before. What are you doing? Can I try to fix what Jim was doing?
Aquarius, we have a hot mic.
Control, this is Aquarius. Everything's fine. Please.
Please. Jim, you're on Vox. We can hear everything you're saying. One of the things you'll notice as part of your job knowledge, Swigert, is that the switch which Young flicked is the Vox switch. So the mics have been live to everything that's just been said in the last couple of minutes.
Oops.
They've been hearing everything. Commander.
Let's just turn that off.
So?
Commander, permission to fix what you just did, please, so we don't die in space. Do you want to die in? I don't want to die in space. Do you?
I mean, there are much worse ways to die.
No,
I
this
don't
is
wanna
the
die
worst
in
way to
space.
die.
I elbowed Jim.
This is the worst way to die.
Okay.
All of our training was so that we don't die in space.
If we die in
Okay,
space,
remember?
If we die in space, I'll kill you myself.
Okay, fix it. Kayo, you're supposed to be on my side. Dang it.
I'm gonna.
You're the one saying we should just die in space. I swear, if we get out of here,
there
I'm
a-
not carrying you again.
Is there a NASA psychiatrist at the ready, down there in Houston or wherever?
I mean, you could ask, but that would mean that you are going to alert Houston to the problems up here more than they already are.
Well,
I assume that
I think at this point they need to know. Houston, we have two problems.
No,
The one is named Fred.
fine.
The other is named
fine.
Jim. I don't know what is going on with them, but they're
No,
clearly
we're fine.
mentally.
Now, sir, you need to turn off that mic right now.
The
I am
commander.
your commander. I am your commander. You listen to me.
Jack, we appreciate your feedback, but that is obviously phooey. Their life signs are reading just normal. What do you mean, a mental illness?
Talking crazy for the last 20 minutes, whispering to each other. Look, I just watched the commander do basic operations and fail incredibly miserably.
Okay. Let's all just calm down.
Commander
I know.
knows less than a child.
I know.
Literally.
Okay. And you can hear like the white flight commander come over. All right, boys. I know that this has been a lot of pressure for you. Please just take a minute. Let's not stop throwing around accusations. I'd appreciate it if you all just took a moment, get your damn ampage down, like the scientists are saying, and let's get you home safe. This is no time to stop pointing fingers. Do you copy?
I like that idea.
Copy. Did you hear that? You hear that, Jack? Now, can you please get on it, sir?
All right, Commander. Do we want to try again?
Yeah, go ahead.
With the previous job knowledge, Swigert knows exactly how to get the power down. It's just a matter of doing it. Okay, Houston, that's great. We're reading 8 amps. That's just perfect.
8
And
amps.
everything suddenly goes very quiet, as you can't hear a lot of the noises that you can normally hear. In fact, you can just hear the sort of empty sounds of space as you drift through the air.
You know, Jack, why are you acting so crazy today?
Don't gaslight me, partner. You two been acting wacky for the last half hour.
We're under a
Just
lot of
hoping that
stress.
you're
Yeah.
coming out of it now. All right.
I mean, there's no need to get so like mad at us. We're just trying to help.
And you're not
You
even
know,
talking
you
like you.
you just told me that you somehow broke the O2 while we were asleep, and you expect me to be normal? I mean, how do you know you didn't mess with my O2 and put some of that crazy stuff in my head, other chemicals?
This is awkward.
I stirred the tanks. I don't remember what the gauges said. Okay.
Hey,
That's my mistake.
Jack, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get out of this, okay? But I think the stress is getting to all of us. And I think we all just need to kind of calm down and start fresh. How does that sound to you? I don't want to die out here any more than you do. I want to get back home to my family, and I'm sure you do.
All right.
Does that sound okay?
Well, I don't see what other choice we have, right? So.
Right, I'm the commander. You have to listen to what I
That's
say.
true. You're very in charge right now.
I am. I
It's
kind
very
of like it.
confident. Yeah.
Who knew I could be confident?
Aquarius, this is Deke. Since there's not a lot to do on the ship right now, you're gonna need to get some sleep at some point. I know your sleep was interrupted because of the accident yesterday, and it may be difficult to sleep now, but You can't go 48 hours without taking any sleep. You're gonna end up doing yourself some kind of damage.
Yeah, Young just passes out.
Okay, I guess I'll try.
This is going to be a difficult camp check. We're going to change the rules slightly. Rather than trying to camp as normal, I'd like you to make a camp check for your ability to sleep, because you are an astronaut pumped full of adrenaline, and I'll tell you for free that an 8 is not good enough.
Oh god, okay. Difficult camp. So wait, is it just a normal camp check but with a high difficulty?
Yes.
Okay, I thought there was an actual check called difficult camp.
No. I've set the target number.
How about a 13, Scrat?
On a 13, you can just about start to get some shut eye.
Whew.
On an 11, you cannot.
I cannot.
You cannot.
I can't sleep.
You cannot sleep. If you try and go to sleep now, you cannot. You and Jim, it's very difficult. You're in a spacecraft. The cold is setting in. You have no control over this ship. You're full of adrenaline, and somehow Fred has put their head... Well, not even put their head down. They're just spinning in 0G. Remember, chat is reminding us we have rerolls, we have D6s.
I'll just stare at Jim awkwardly as we float in the darkness in space.
You have something you want to tell me?
I'm just hoping you're okay, partner. That's all.
What makes you think I wouldn't be okay? Didn't they warn you that people might go crazy in space? I mean, look at this. It's quiet. It's quieter than we've ever seen or heard. You know, what do you expect? You can't expect me to be my normal self out here in space when I might never see my family again. Wouldn't that make you a little crazy?
You're not the Jim that I know.
Tell me, Jack, how many of these missions have you gone on?
Scratticus, how many?
This is your first venture into space.
This is my first venture into outer space.
You poor bugger.
How many of these have I gone on?
I think at this point Lovell had around 16 to 20 hours in space. No, wait, more than that. 16 to 20 days in space, sorry.
Why can't you trust me?
Well, you seem like you don't know what you're doing half the time.
If I didn't know what I was doing, why would they send me up here? Why would they put me in charge?
Oh, you knew what you were doing, and then a little while ago, you suddenly didn't. And I don't know if you've got like space worms in your brain, or what.
I don't think those are a thing that exists. I think you're the one that's going a little crazy here, Jack.
Just try to focus from here on out. That's all I ask, okay? And if you're not sure about something, just check with me, because I've got my head screwed on straight so far.
And if you're not sure with something, check with me, because I'm the commander.
Yeah, no, I remember that part. Just saying. You're being weird. You're being really weird in space.
You're being weird.
We're in space and you're being weird, and it's just not good for my confidence levels.
What is your confidence level?
My space confidence is at an all-time low, okay? That's what I'm trying to say right now. Or things are going wrong left and right.
You don't have a confidence level of 95%?
Commander, my space confidence is at like 7% right now, okay? It's the levels, we're bottoming out at this point. So, and if you have a space thermometer, then I can check it again in a little bit.
You know what, Fred? A 13 was just good enough to get you to sleep when the spacecraft was silent.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, these two chatting, they're gonna wake you up.
Guys, can you just shut up? I'm trying to sleep here.
And that,
Kyle,
Yeah?
who's Kayo? It's Fred.
this is Kyle's just in.
You're
Kyle's in-
nuts.
We have space nicknames.
Yeah, Fred.
No,
knew
you
I was
don't. I
talking-
was on the ship with you. We never called ourselves by space nicknames.
You may not have.
Well, how about it's what we called each other on previous missions, but you've been through a lot. Maybe it's time we give you a space nickname, and then we'll all truly be, you'll be officially initiated into
Scratticus.
Space Club.
Has Fred ever been in space before, Scratticus?
I believe this is
Fred-
Fred's second or third mission.
And did Fred have a mission with Jim before this?
I
Do I know?
don't think they've been together.
You two never been in space together before, okay?
Doesn't mean we can't have space nicknames. Wow. Everyone gets their space nickname on their first mission in space.
I like how the one person who's never been in space before is telling the two veterans how they should be acting in space. Just throwing that out there.
Anyway, so my space nickname is Kayo, and Jim's space nickname is Jung. So we need to come up with a good space nickname for you two.
Let's call him Cranky.
It could be Crank for short.
There you go.
All right.
Kayo, Jung, and Cranky.
Yeah.
Oh, just
I
Crank
love
if you prefer that. They
Your
do
two
together
names
quite well.
are gibberish, and mine is insulting.
Wow. Now
That's
he's
how
being, now
yeah.
he's being insulting.
Mine's gibberish. Young. Don't you know what young is? Like, I'm not old. I'm young.
Fred, or Jim,
And
you ain't young. Is Jim young? Scratticus?
Actually, Hayes and Jim are not young. They are not, and this is Fred's first time in space. He's done a lot of very high altitude flying, but he was only a backup. Much as you were for this mission, they were a backup for Apollo 8 and Apollo 11. Apollo 13 is the first time they've been in space.
okay, Retcon. You get your space nickname when you go above a certain altitude. And my name's Kayo, and that stands for knockout because I really like wrestling.
How come it's not TKO then?
Because it's not a total knockout, it's just a knockout.
Kayo and Jung, can you do me a favor?
No.
Can we shut up? Is that the favor?
Please.
I just want to know, how old is the commander? He's calling himself young.
Um,
Like 50?
I think somewhere around that. I mean, Swigert, you're the youngest on the ship, and you're like 30 pretty much.
I'm the youngest one on the ship. You're 50. You're not young.
Hey.
It's called ironic.
And it's a sensitive thing, right?
Could Kayo and Jung please roll either a sense or perception check for me? Your choice.
Fred, you ain't never knocked anybody out in your life.
That's what you think.
And I ain't never seen you wrestle.
Oh boy, you want to go?
Oh, can
Maybe
I
I
use-
do.
I use my reroll, please?
You can
Well,
use a
that's
reroll,
okay.
yes.
They're literally the same for me.
Oh,
Oh
no.
dear.
That's cruel.
Oh dear.
Roll
Yep,
20.
your reroll hasn't helped you out there.
I'm gonna save my reroll. It seems to be a bad time for rerolls right now.
I know. I mean,
You still have another reroll and a d6 that you can add, Jung, if you
I
want
do.
to.
I just don't. I don't know which one to do. Wait, let me look at my stats. What do I have?
I mean, let's see. You've rolled a 5, so if you roll a 1, it would still be as good as a kid. If you added any other number from a d6, it'd turn into pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I just d6. Okay, yeah, I'll roll a d6.
What's the chances of you rolling a 1 on a d6? Huh?
For me?
Don't
100%.
even say that. Yeah, we've had
Okay.
that.
Okay, so that makes your total 10. 10 is like a pro. You are not only are you upsetting Swigert, you are not keeping the as we've called it before, the trousers of time close together. You are causing diffraction, which will make it very difficult for you to snap back to the next place. You could become permanently stuck here, or die.
Kayo, Fred, I want to like pull Fred very close to me and just whisper in his ear, so that hopefully
We're in a tiny little thingy.
I know. That's why like we're gonna be like up next to each other. Oh yeah, no, I know the yes, but I want to essentially whisper in his ear and say, hey, I know this is usually the stuff I don't care about, but I'm actually kind of scared right now.
Why do you think I've been bullshitting so hard?
Yeah, I think we need to like tone it back a little bit, because I think the like time is getting all weird, and I don't know if we'll be able to get back. And I know I seem confident, but I really don't want to die in space.
No, I don't either. Okay, cool. Well, I guess let's just try and help this guy as best we can, and that fulfills our jumping criteria as well.
Yeah, I just don't like that, like, this seems like the scariest, like, moment that we've had, or, like, the scariest time period we've jumped in.
Like, out of all the people, of all the times in the world, we are these two guys in this situation? Seems
Are they whispering behind your back, Swigert? Is that what they're doing? Are they separated themselves off to go and whisper?
Can I hear what they're saying?
Probably not what they're saying, but they're having a hushed conversation on the other side of the shuttle without you.
Yeah, Swigert, Jack.
You two done canoodling over there? The heck is going on this shuttle?
That's what I'm trying to say. I know things have been a little weird, but we'll start acting a little more normal. How about that? You okay with that?
There's nothing I would like more, Commander.
Okay.
For you to be a normal person.
I mean, I'm an astronaut, so therefore I'm not a normal person.
I'll give a hearty belly laugh to that. That's the commander that I know. Okay.
Okay. Let's go onward.
Yes, onward. Let's try and get through this.
Aquarius, this is Deke. I'm looking at your vital signs, and it would seem that you're all awake. You will have to sleep at some point during this mission.
Do you have any, like, sleeping pills or anything like that?
You have some aspirin.
Oh.
That is the only thing you took with you to space was aspirin.
That doesn't feel like a good idea to drug ourselves up when we might have to do a very delicate or difficult task.
Could we do a thing where you ever in school, like, the teacher plays like a meditation tape or something, and it's like you're on the beach and you're sitting, blah, and it's like 10 minutes long and everybody falls asleep?
There is a radio cassette with you. Fred brought one on board.
Ooh.
Fred, why don't we play your... What's on the tape?
Yeah, what's on the tape?
Rock and roll, of course.
Oh man, I've got good taste.
That's not gonna put us to sleep, is it? Rock and roll?
I don't know. Sometimes all you need is a good rhythm, and just having that order, I don't know, to time with, even if you've got it quiet, can sometimes relax you. It might be worth a shot.
Do we have space blankets to sleep in?
Not space blankets as such. There is some foils you can use. Unfortunately, like, wool doesn't work too well in space because there's no air, really. So it's, there's air in the thing with you, but I mean it's more difficult to insulate because there's less to insulate against.
Well, I guess we could try listening to Fred's tape. I can't imagine what's on this tape. And I'll make a little cocoon in my tinfoil blanket. And yeah.
Okay,
And, you know-
I'll put it on quietly.
Old-timey, old-fashioned counting sheep, right? They used to say that. I will count sheep and try to fall asleep as we. I'm very interested to hear what's on this tape, though. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear which one I brought up with me.
Oh,
I
me
remember
too.
it was hard to decide.
I think this is the one. Kayo and Jung might remember this. Obviously, because of copyright reasons, if we break the fourth wall for a second, I'm not going to play any of the rock that was originally used, but you might remember back to your Woodstock episode, the band that you played with there. I hope this is the right track. I think it's the right name.
Fred likes metal now.
There it was. That's what they played at the time. This is very popular at the minute. Some people get it, some don't. Fred clearly does.
I understand. But yeah, I'll have it on quietly, and maybe just having that little reassurance or like link to home will help us sleep a bit. And I guess we try and snuggle up and drift off.
Well, it'll be another camp check.
A child could camp better than me. I might
boy.
add. Oh dear, I might add. I don't know. Even if I add a d6 and roll a 6, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Sam, you've just been gifted another reroll.
I might use a
So-
reroll. Actually,
You're going to use a reroll? Because at the moment,
Yeah.
no one can sleep.
I want to sleep a bit. That's a bit better.
An 11's still not good enough, though, I'm afraid.
You're making me spend everything. Fine, I'll add my d6 to get a good sleep because I know how awful having a bad condition is in this game.
Okay. That is just enough to get you away to sleep. Just enough. How about the rest of you?
I don't think it's too hard for me to get a successful camp check with the stats that I have. It's not worth it for me to try to reroll.
Yeah. Well, as we go along a little bit, those of you that rolled successfully do get to sleep. So, Kayo, you will keep your condition the same. However, at current, Jim and Swigert, I would like you to halve your conditions, please. That's in the stats tab. Find your condition and halve it. If your condition drops below a 2 or drops to 2 or lower, you faint.
When you cut it in half, do you round down?
I'll let you round up.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, and your condition, by the way, was the roll that we started with. So if we go back up, whenever you do that condition roll, you should update your condition. Sorry, I didn't tell you to do it at the time.
Yeah, okay.
So Sean, you should have a 10, which would be rounded down to a 5. And I believe you two rolled a 7 and an 8, right? So Rachel, you keep your 7, and Sam, you go down to a 4. Just as you start getting to... Well, actually, no, we'll give you a little bit of time. As you guys can have some time to sleep, Swigert and Jim, you can continue in this sort of awkward truce. However, after a few hours, maybe 5 hours, you hear, Aquarius, this is Houston. We'd just like you to check your CO2 gauge for us, please.
Can I check it?
You can head over to the CO2 gauge. Yeah, give me a job knowledge.
Oh, okay, great. I will definitely give you a job knowledge. Oh no, did it? Hold on. That didn't go. Did that?
Yeah, the first one went, but the second one was a critical success. Oh, no.
My gosh. I'm sorry.
Oh, what do we do?
That's not right.
Flip a coin for me, Sam. Flip a coin. I want you to roll me a d2. 2 is heads, you get the critical success. 1 is as good as a kid.
Yes!
You get the critical success.
Yes!
Just as you look at the
Updating.
just as you look at the CO2 gauge, you see the needle go above the 15 mark, and the alarm light comes on. Do you copy, Aquarius?
Yeah, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, we were expecting that. By our calculations, you should be just about hitting 15.
Seems about right, sir.
Okay, we've got a procedure that we're going to need you to undertake. Of course, we are out of filters, but we've got an unorthodox procedure. There are 22 steps. We're going to need all 3 of you on this.
Okay, what's your confidence interval on this procedure, Houston?
That is not your concern, Lovell.
Hey, Fred, you gotta wake up.
What? Sorry?
We're gonna need your help, Fred.
Yeah, cool, sure. What do you need me to do?
We're just about to find out from Houston. Our CO2 is getting a little too high, and as you know, too much carbon dioxide will make the air. Yep.
It's bad.
Jack, you checked the CO2 earlier and you did the maths. You had plenty of oxygen. I'll leave that with you. You checked it. It was fine. Okay, you're going to need the following items, team. Some of these are a little unorthodox. You're going to need one of the urine extraction tubes, a sock, the front cover of the flight manual, one of the urine bags, some grey tape or duct tape. You're going to need one of the filters from the sensory array, the big square filters. Essentially, we are going to create a filter so we can put a square peg in a round hole, and you're going to do it for us.
Okay, you two go and grab those things.
Sure. Okay.
I'll get
Is
the
that a
urine
hunting check?
Is this a hunting check?
It can be a hunting check or a searching for something check.
Hunting is my MO. Is a 9 good enough?
A 9's good enough. You can gather the sock, the flight manual cover, and the urine bag. It's empty, an empty urine bag. Although, of course, without waste, you guys are going to have to be storing it from now on, so all them yogurts and sausages you ate recently might be a regret.
Oh, no.
That's why I just had astronaut ice cream. You guys all should learn from me.
I'm afraid we're going to need these items permanently, so 2 of you are going to have to share a urine extraction hose from now on.
That works for me. Fred, you and I are sharing a urine extraction hose. Hate to tell you.
Okay, I'm just gonna whisper. That might take me some practice.
That's okay.
Okay, do you have the items assembled?
Do we have them all, right?
We can get Swigert to gather some as well.
Oh, what kind of check is that?
For you, searching for something, so searching for food or searching for whatever else the checks are.
Searching for food, okay.
Oh, they're essentially the same thing.
I got a 14, actually.
Oh, brilliant. You find, you can find everything they require, including, they actually also specify some plumbing specification stuff, and you can find those as well.
Oh. I was hoping to find the urine stuff, but whatever.
That's
Oh,
covered.
you can find the hose as well, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Aquarius. We will designate you each a task. You have to do them simultaneously. This is gonna be some delicate work. I hope you're up to it.
Yep, this perfect. Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, take the flight manual cover.
Flight manual cover. Got it.
Jack, I'd like you to hold on to the square filter. And Jim, please put tape on two sides of the flight manual cover and tape it to the side of the square filter. Can I have delicate work checks from both of you?
Oh no.
No. I'll use my reroll. Oh, that's much better.
Alright. I got a 6.
I'm not going to tell you what difficulty I'm setting things at for this. You guys just aren't going to know, same as they wouldn't have known in space. Okay, so you've got the thing taped to the side. Well done, Aquarius. That's steps 1 and 2. Now, we are on the clock here. Please let us know if you start to feel woozy or otherwise. This level of CO2 could become dangerous at any moment. Okay, Fred, we need you to take the duct tape. We want you to put it around the base of the square filter. Just put a band of duct tape around the base of the filter.
Okay. And this is a delicate work check.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna add a d6 to that.
Yes, we did have a d6 donated just a short while ago, and I didn't do anything with it, but thank you very much, Lovell Phipps. You've put some tape around the bottom. Who knows? It could be good.
Now, what is going to happen here if
we all die?
If we just keep failing these...
End of the stream over. Everyone goes home.
Okay.
My Friday night's free up.
Jim, while Jack and Fred are doing that, can you take one of the urine bags, please, and open it up across the top? And then, now, once they finish with the tape, please engulf the square filter with the urine bag.
I'm assuming I'm gonna do a delicate work check.
Yes, please.
Oh, yay!
Good.
I'm really good at rolling like opposite, but in like successions.
Okay, now Fred, with the bag covering the filter, please take the filter from Jack. So you are now holding the bag and the filter.
Does that require a check?
I don't think this one does actually, but it ties up Fred's hands.
Okay.
Okay, Jack, we want you to take the urine hose and take the plumbing ring. There's a specific name for it, but I'm not going to go into that. Take the plumbing ring and push the urine hose through the ring.
Okay. All right, and that's delicate work.
Yes, indeed.
All right, urine sample going through the ring. Here we go. All right, an 8.
Okay, now place the hose and the ring inside the bag so that the hose penetrates the flight cover manual. To be clear, it should go between the flight cover manual and the box-shaped filter.
Is that me?
Yes, indeed, Jack. That's you.
And that's another delicate?
That's another delicate.
Oh, no. I'm gonna blow up this spaceship. All right, you ready? 8.
Okay, Jim, how's it looking?
Can I do some type of check to see how I think it's looking?
Give me a perception check.
Perfect. I don't know if I want to spend my do I want to spend my last Wait, no, I think I used up my 2 rerolls, didn't I?
You got another 2, I think.
Oh my gosh, so many. People know I rolled horrible.
You want us to not die, okay?
Yeah, they're like, who's the one that rolls the worst? I'll use a reroll then.
I'm waiting for it to just go 5 and 1.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit better.
A little bit better. So it looks pretty good.
Oh, it looks mighty fine.
Okay, now I would like you to take the urine hose from Jack by gripping the plumbing ring.
Okay.
So you should have the plastic bag and the plumbing ring in your hands.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now, Jack, now that your hand's free, please take the duct tape and duct tape the plumbing ring securely to the plastic bag. You can't let any air holes in there. This needs to be airtight.
Alright, delicate work.
Yes, indeed.
I just picture like me holding the hose and then there's just a huge explosion. Alright, here we go. 6.
As you go to take the bag, your finger goes through the urine bag.
Houston?
Yes,
Do we have a
Aquarius.
We may have punctured the urine bag.
What you hear just before they manage to turn the microphone off is someone behind them go, "Shit!" Okay, Aquarius, give us 1 second. According to the inventory, you have 1 remaining urine bag. Is that correct?
That should be correct. Can somebody please find the last urine bag for me, please?
My hands free, or are they still tied up?
Jim's actually the only person. No, Jim's holding onto the thing. So Jack is the only person with hands free at the moment.
So I gotta go look for the other urine bag.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a search for food?
That is a search for food. Okay.
Alright.
Good news is, Aquarius, is that you haven't actually secured the bag to anything yet, so you can just remove it and we'll use another one.
Alright. I'm gonna search for food.
10-4. Or Roger. Wrong industry.
Just a reminder on radio etiquette over here, Aquarius. Whenever we ask for a copy that is the correct response. Thank you. Do you copy?
Got-
Copy that.
I have my hands are all shaky and I have the other urine bag.
The last urine bag. Okay.
Please don't make me
How about we have
Roll it.
Jack take the the filter, and we have someone else cover both the flight manual cover, the hose, everything with the urine bag. This is your last chance, Aquarius.
Sounds good. I'm still holding the.
Yeah. Which one of us can do this most easily? Is can extricate themselves?
Actually, probably you, Kayo. You were holding the box with the filter before, so you could probably do it again. But whoever covers it, the other person's gonna have to duct tape it to the plumbing ring.
All right. So am I making a delicate work check?
Yes, indeed.
Give me a luck, guys.
An 8. You managed to encase the thing with the bag. Now, Jim, whilst Jack and Jack, now you take hold of the box filter and the filter bag. Kyle, who the hell's Kyle? Fred, if you take hold of the plumbing ring, and Jim, if you could tape the plumbing ring to the bag. You can't afford to have any air holes in this thing. How are you guys feeling? Is that CO2 getting to you? I'd like you to give me condition checks.
Condition checks.
We're about halfway through the procedure, everyone.
I'm pretty shiny.
7.
Okay, so Jack, you
Can I use my reroll?
You can use your reroll. You're going to go down to a 4, Jack. Jim, you're going to stay at 4. And, you know what? Fred, you had a sleep. You're up at 11. You're feeling spiffy. For a moment, before the reroll is played, Jim looks like they waver. Like, their eyes sort of roll up as if they've been reminded of something, but they just snap back out of it.
Phew.
Okay, Jim, let us know when the urine bag is securely taped, and that will be another delicate work, please. Young, you have no rerolls.
Yeah.
But I can give her mine if need be.
Yes, you can. You can trade
That's
your
okay.
things.
Hopefully need not be. I don't know if I could roll much higher than that.
Let's see. That on a 10, that is as good as a pro. As good as a pro.
That's right.
Okay, is the plumbing ring securely tied to the filter?
Yes.
In that case, keep hold of the plumbing ring, Jim. Jack, keep hold of the filter in the bag, and Fred, please grab the sock. Now, we're not too sure how you're going to do this one, honestly, Fred, but we need you to get a hole in the bottom of that sock. Now, there's nothing really sharp on that ship, so you're going to need to use your teeth. Fred, if you would like to use a hard work check instead of a delicate work check, you may, to rip a hole in the sock.
Let's have a look, because at the moment my intelligence is my best. Hard work versus... Where's hard work? Has Kayo ever done hard work in her life? Do you mean hard exercise?
Hard exercise, yeah.
I'm actually going to stick with delicate... Actually, then... No, neither. For some reason, I thought delicate work would use intelligence, and it doesn't. Yeah, let's go hard work at the sock. Yeah,
Like a
she's
pro,
got,
you rip
she's
a
got
hole.
fangs.
Yeah, you rip that sock to pieces. Okay, once you've got a hole in the toe of the sock, I want you to place the sock over the other end of the urine hose, just like a condom, and we're gonna pull it all the way down onto the plumbing ring.
Alright, cool. I can do this. And is that now a delicate work check now?
Now it's a delicate work check.
Okay, this is too many checks. It's stressing me out. Oh no! Okay, reroll.
Ah!
Am I allowed to reroll a fumble?
You can re-roll a fumble if you want to re-roll a fumble.
Thank goodness for that.
That's why they're donated.
Oh no.
What?
Oh dear.
You're rolling like me now.
Anyone got some more socks?
As you do this, you sort of see the sock starting to tear up the side. Because you bit into it so effectively, but weren't very delicate with it afterwards.
It's fine. I have another one. Can I just grab one off my foot?
Is there a problem, Aquarius?
We're gonna need another sock. Copy?
Is the sock destroyed?
This one is. I'll get another one.
It shouldn't be too bad, Aquarius. We're going to cover it in tape shortly. This is just going to be acting as a gusset.
Oh, okay, good. Copy.
Okay, take the sock. Is it split all the way down?
Is it split all the way down?
It's just like a ladder that's going halfway down.
It's more like when you pull your tights, Houston.
Got it. Okay, place the top part of the sock around the plumbing ring and tape it securely to the plumbing ring. Fred, if you hold it in place and get Jim to tape around.
Copy.
Do you need me to make a delicate work check?
Yes, please, both of you.
Oh no. We've run out of stuff though.
Nice.
Oh no, we're both ready.
Nice. You are holding the sock in place nicely, and so no, both of you, nice. You can wrap. Okay, now once the sock is held, do not break the duct tape. I want you to wrap that thing all the way down to the hole, so the entirety of the sock is covered.
Copy that. Is that me?
Yes,
Am
indeed.
I supposed to be the one? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Whilst this is going on, Fred, you are now spare. Can you please head over to the filter unit, and I would like you to put a strip of Velcro across the top of the filter unit.
Okay.
Well done, Aquarius. We're on step 14 of 21.
Okay. Is applying the Velcro a check?
You can just go and do that for free.
Whew.
Yeah, do you need me to make a check as well, or am I good?
We'll use that last check. You can do this. So you've attached the sock to the hose. It's now okay. Okay, what you've basically got in your hand is a makeshift filter, Aquarius. Jim, can you place some Velcro on the filter along the base? And Jack, we're gonna free your hands up.
Just gonna mutter, we're gonna die in space. I don't want to die in space.
Neither do I, bro.
Holding a urine bag? Come on. At least it's empty. Alright, so what's the next thing?
Okay, once you have placed the filter on the filter unit, you should all have your hands free. Take a moment, check in with yourselves. Are you all feeling okay? Be another condition check, please, everyone.
It's getting worse.
Let's see, condition check. Oh.
Good thing we round up. That's down to a 3. Jack's looking a little pasty. Jack looks like they might pass out. They're starting to blink a little bit. On a 6, the lack of CO2 is starting to get to Fred as well. And Jim, you're staying on a 4. Perhaps it's your space constitution or something. You're just holding on. Maybe you've got a lower CO2. I don't know. Something.
I have a higher CO2 tolerance.
Yeah, something like that.
You have space lungs.
Okay.
I mean, I am the veteran on this ship. So.
Now, the urine hose has a tap on the end, correct?
Copy that. Yep, correct.
Right now,
good buddy.
there's only one problem, and it's that the fitting does not have the same thread as the emergency filter unit, so we're going to need to get some connections in there. Now, Jack, I understand earlier you found all sorts of fittings, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, if you connect the urine extraction to one of the fittings, you should be able to get it on a you should be able to find basically a brass fitting that will change to a 1630. No, hang on a minute. Let me check these notes here. We need 7/16. We need a 7/16 that is Whitworth.
Okay. Is this another delicate work check?
It is a delicate work check, yes.
Alright. Not gonna do it?
Yes, indeed.
Alright.
Fred,
if you die in space, I really don't.
Fred, if you hold the hose. Jim, we need you to find one of the air tubes. Should have a 7/16 hose on it.
Copy that. What kind of check is that?
Search for food.
Oh, okay.
Roll when you're ready.
Am I making a delicate check to hold it, or am
You're
I
just holding it. The delicate work check falls back on Jack.
Whew.
Alright, ready?
I'm ready.
I'm hitting it. No.
You do have rerolls and a d6 if you'd like to use any.
I have a reroll.
You have 2 rerolls and a d6.
Let's do a reroll. 9?
Hey, 9. So you can fit this thing on. You now have it going from a plumbing tap to a regular 7/16 Whitworth. And on a 7, Jim has got one of the air tubes with a 7/16 connection, which actually the other end goes to goes to a British Standard pipe thread. Okay, so you should now have the thing. If you rig those up, Jim, you can attach the hose. Another delicate work, please.
Oh, someday you'll
We
stop
are
stressing me out with these.
We are so close, Aquarius. We have only got 5 checks left, and 5 steps left in this procedure, and you will have working oxygen. On a 7, that's pretty good. You'd pretty much get it on. Okay, now you should have in your oxygen spare kit. You should have a British Standard 3/16 to a British Standard 1/2-inch thread.
Do you want me to look for that? Sorry, out of game. Is that?
Anyone
Was
can
that
look for it.
direct
Anyone can look for it.
transmit?
They didn't specify, so.
Can somebody look for that, please?
Sure.
Fred, please.
I can take that. Yeah. And that's hunting again.
Yes, indeed. You find it.
Whew. I got it.
Oh, Houston, we got it.
Fantastic. Okay, now you want to attach that. This should be a male-to-male connection. Connect it to the air pipe. This is step 18, Aquarius. We're nearly there.
Okay. Oh, is that a delicate work check?
That's a delicate work check. Don't cross the thread.
You got this. I believe in you, Jim.
It goes real stiff for a second. And then you manage to wind it in. Did it cross thread? I mean, it feels tight.
Can I check?
Give me a perception.
Okay.
On an 8, you'd have to blow into this hose, which is connected to a urine extraction hose. Bear in mind, this urine extraction hose, it seems, is going to be used for all of your breathable air. So
Yeah. I was just about to say, so would there not be a possibility, but is there any other reason to not blow into it?
I'm not going to say there is, but roll me a sense check
Okay.
as you try and remember things about the crew.
Nice.
You realize that this is Jack's urine hose. He grabbed the only one he knew, which was his. And you okay?
I'm fine.
And you know that Jack is a bachelor with a reputation on Earth for seeing many women. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh.
What a time to have memories.
Jack, can you breathe into this, please? I need you to check this.
I'd love to.
As Jack blows into it, you can't feel any air coming out. There's nothing.
Houston, the connection looks solid. Or it feels solid.
Okay, next step. We need you to connect the filter to the filter unit. Take the cap off of the filter unit emergency override.
Can one of you guys take the cap off of the emergency override?
This is a free action. You can just pull it off. It's just a tab.
I'll do that.
Thank you, Jack.
19. You've only got 2 more steps now. 2 more steps.
I'm on
So
the verge
close.
of passing out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
2 more steps. Okay, I need you to connect the 1/2-inch thread to the emergency outlet. They should be the same thread. Just screw it in, Aquarius.
I'm happy to do that one.
Delicate work.
Every time you say that. Oh, no, it's cool. It's cool, guys.
That's nice. You screw it in. Okay, last step, Aquarius. Please check that all the taps on the urine pipe are open. And then turn on the air filter extraction unit.
I'll do that. What kind of... Would that still be a delicate work check, or is that like a...
Give me a job knowledge.
Oh
I'll
no.
cover everything.
Where is job knowledge? There it is. I'm so glad that
Okay. You look over that the taps are all open. Everything looks ready to turn the switch. You're the commander.
I turned the switch.
As you turn the switch,
No.
Fred, your head's quite close to it. No, sorry, Jack, your head's quite close to it. You can hear it start to... You can hear air start to move through the pipe. How are we looking up there, Aquarius? How's the CO2 levels looking?
Wait, who's the one that's close with Jack?
Jack's head's closest to the unit, but Fred is actually closest to... Jim is actually closest to the dial, actually, sorry.
Okay, can I look at the dial then?
You can. The dial is still sitting at 15.
Oh no.
As a player, oh gosh, okay. As somebody who knows this, it's okay. Yeah. Houston, it's still at 15.
Just give us a minute, Aquarius. We're looking into that now.
I hear the thing working though.
You can hear air pumping, yeah.
Do you relay that information?
Yeah, I hear air pumping, Commander.
Yeah, we've got you on Vox. We can hear you just fine, Aquarius.
So Jack here says that the you heard Jack say that the air is pumping. It might just be.
How's the CO? Keep your eye on that CO2 meter, Jim. Let us know if there's any improvement.
Will do. I'm assuming there's no improvement. I feel like you would have told me if there was an improvement.
Not yet.
You
notice
still steady.
You notice? Are any of you holding your breath or anything like that?
No.
No, just breathing normally. Fantastic. Oh, okay, we've got a second plan, Aquarius. We're going to need you to gather another 10 items.
No.
As they say this, Jim, you see the dial start to drop.
Oh, Houston, the dial's dropping.
It drops all the way down to a 3.
We're at a solid 5, 4, 3 now.
Congratulations, Aquarius, you have breathable air.
Were we not supposed to be breathing before?
I'm gonna slap the commander on the back. Oh, we're not gonna die in space. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, urine hose. Thank you, urine bag. Thank you, all the urine stuff.
Well, now, this has been real fun, Aquarius, but we may have another problem for you.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, Houston.
Your entry angle is not within the envelope. At the moment, you are coming in too shallow.
Okay. Copy that.
However, we cannot power up the control computer without burning your batteries, so you cannot get back to Earth. We're gonna need you to make a adjustment without computer feedback.
Copy that.
To be clear, Aquarius, you cannot turn on any of the gimbal's computer or anything. We're gonna need you to do a cold burn, a burn with no feedback.
Jack, you up for this?
Sure am. Hey, Commander, I'm going to lighten the situation a little bit. If I can't do it, you're in trouble. Because of the urine bag. All right, let's do this thing. I'll sit down at the table.
Okay, again, without any equipment, we're going to need all of you. We're going to need all of you in on this one. Fred, I want you in control of the yaw. Jack, obviously you've got control of everything else.
Right.
Jim, I need you to get out your wristwatch. We're gonna need a controlled burn for 10 seconds. We calculate 10 seconds. We'd like you to adjust your angle by around 3 degrees. Do you copy? Do you need any more information?
Copy.
Okay, now without any kind of gimbal, I need you to find a reference point in space.
A reference point in space, like a star.
A star may not be good enough. It's unreliable at that distance.
Well, there's the moon. It's right
Are there any other satellites around us?
The
Or any
only
other kind of detritus?
the only thing you can see out the window which could potentially be used as a reference point is the Earth.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I guess if you just try and keep the Earth in the window, you'll know that you're pretty much on target, Jack. Godspeed.
Hey, what kind of checks did me and Jack have to make?
Jack, I need you to make a delicate work, because all you need to do is keep yours steady.
Now I still have.
No,
one
wait.
reroll.
Sorry. Wrong person. Jack's flying the damn thing. I mean, Fred, I need you to keep the yaw steady, so
Okay.
we need you to make me either a delicate work. Yeah, delicate work.
Oh, do I have one reroll left, or is that just the screen?
No, you do not. Sorry, I didn't press transition.
That's okay.
So this is about as good as a child. You can see, Jack, the Earth is going up and down and up and down. You're gonna need to tell Jim when to start the watch, and then Jim's gonna tell you when to stop the burn. During that time, Jack, you're gonna need to make me a travel check.
Travel check. Okay, and I still have one reroll, right?
You still have one reroll.
So wait, what do I have to tell him first?
He's gonna time your burn. Time how long it's on.
All right, Commander, you ready?
Ready when you are.
Old Krabby's gonna get us back to Earth. Here we go. Travel check. And if I can be overconfident, I'll remind everybody I have a reroll, so this travel check is in the bag. All right, so here we go. It's in the urine bag, everybody. Here we go. Travel check. Boom.
Oh boy.
11.
An 11, and Jim starts timing. Jim, start timing.
I am.
Krabby, Kayo, and Jung fly through space. Who would have thought?
And that's it.
So I'm going to need another travel check, as there was no countdown. So all of a sudden, Jack, you need to stop this burn very quickly. Did you manage to get the Earth in the window? It's sort of rocketing around.
Travel check. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Reroll.
I have a reroll. Oh no!
Oh! You
Thanks.
still have a D6, and we just got another donation in from Mad Rogue, who gives rerolls to Kayo and Jung.
Yay!
Thank God.
Would you like to add your D6, or are you happy to do
I
it?
feel like the D6 is more likely to give us a success.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm gonna roll a d6 and add it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll 1d6. 6.
Hey, that's an 11, a 12 even.
11. Sorry.
See, no, your maths was correct. Mine was wrong. So as you hurtle through space, you can just as Commander Jim says, and stop. You just about get the Earth in the window and shut everything off.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we're gonna die in space, everybody.
Don't say that. Haven't you heard of Murphy's Law?
I hope we land in the ocean though, because dang. Otherwise, we're gonna... I really hope we don't land. Crap. I hope we don't land on the city. That would be awful. Earth is mostly water though, so we should be fine.
Okay, Aquarius, we're just
I just
running the
hope-
numbers now. Can you send us across the angles as you calculate them?
Copy that. Who's calculating the angles?
You're the commander. Who's calculating the angles?
Who's calculating the angles? I'll calculate the angles.
What about the NASA-trained astronaut?
He didn't say anything. He didn't hear.
You're the commander! Command!
From
I asked.
you, it would be a direction check, please, Young. 7, pretty good. How confident are you in these numbers? I've set a target
Wait.
number for this.
7. Mine's showing 11.
Oh, yeah, no, it is 11. My bad, I just didn't numbers right. I don't know what happened there. 11! How confident are you in these numbers? I've set a target number for this check.
As Young, he's all the confident. As Sam, I'm never confident. I'll go with all the confident.
You can go with all the confident. Okay, you send across the gimbal value, the gimbal angles as you calculate them. Okay, Aquarius, that looks pretty good. Well done. You've managed to cold burn back into the envelope. You should have a smooth landing.
Okay.
Copy that.
Hang on a minute.
No more hang on a minute, please.
We're out of rerolls, Houston.
We're just checking back the numbers. Damn it, you're still coming in. It's a weight issue. Can you make your way into the service module, which will be jettisoned later on, and bring as much ballast as you can into the lunar module?
Houston, let me have Jack double check these numbers for me, just to make sure, because this isn't something that I wanna leave up to chance at all.
Copy that, Lovell.
All right. So what kind of check am I doing?
From you, it'd be a navigation check.
Okay. That's my special thing. All right, ready? 12.
On a 12. Yeah, Jim's numbers are right.
Your numbers are right, Commander. Sorry I
Okay.
doubted you, my friend.
Oh, it's okay. I think you just went a little space crazy. Houston,
No, it was you.
Houston, our numbers look right. So, what were you gonna have me do?
Yeah, we need you to bring ballast on from the service module. Anything with weight that you can bring on. I'm sorry, boys. We were expecting you to carry on a couple of 100 pounds of moon rocks. All of our calculations have been slightly out.
Oh, damn.
Sorry,
Sure.
Fred. Sorry, Fred, about the moon rocks. Maybe next time.
It's alright. I've always got rock and roll. I will go and start. Presumably, am I able to get up now and go and help with that, or am I still needed to stay at the...
No, once you've let everything go, everything's let go. You're
Alright.
basically holding on to gravity. You've made your
Alright.
corrections.
What kind of check is this one?
This would be to bring ballast on. You would need hard exercise. Here's how we're going to do it. Let's see how long it takes you. Different target numbers mean you can bring different amounts of weight. So if you hit a target number of 6, you can carry 10 pounds. If you hit a target number of 8, 20.
What about a 3, Scrat?
10, no, that is nothing. You are feeble. In fact, on a hard exercise check like that is a fumble. And Fred will hurt their hand, which could jeopardize the rest of the mission.
I haven't got any reroll. Oh wait, I have got reroll left.
You
haven't
just
I?
got donated a reroll, yeah.
Okay. 8.
8. You can carry 20 pounds.
Nice. I go start carrying stuff.
Can you also roll me a D100 as you are walking, a random piece of debris makes its way into your mouth?
Damn it, I shouldn't eat things floating through the air.
You can all be doing this, moving stuff.
Okay.
Essentially, we're going to keep doing it until you hit 200 pounds. It's just deciding how long it's going to take you.
Okay, and that's a hard exercise check?
That is a hard exercise check. And seeing if we can get any injuries out of you, of course.
No.
Good. 10 and 11.
A 10, you can carry 40 pounds. 11, you can also carry 40 pounds. So that makes a grand total of 100 pounds. You're halfway there.
Nice. I don't have to roll for something going in my mouth.
No, just Kayo. As we hit 10 retweets, so we get a
Kayo.
magic potion.
Alright. So I guess I'll roll again to do some more stuff.
Yeah,
sure.
I just rolled again as well, Scrat.
Awesome.
Hey, let's-
I'll look at those in just 1 second.
Let's have a space race to see who can carry the stuff faster.
Obviously, it'd be me. I'm the most experienced.
Kayo, whatever it was you ate, it tasted like a fungus. It was kind of furry.
Oh no, this is how the apocalypse always starts.
And as you
Hey.
eat it, suddenly you can only see lavender sparkles for just a split moment, and then everything comes back to normal. You are suddenly hasted. The result of your rolls will be doubled
Oh boy.
for this check.
Cool.
I think you're gonna win the space race.
Yeah, take that. Double my 8.
I got a 6.
On a 6, you can carry 10 pounds. Sam on an 8, you can carry 20. Kayo on a 6, you can carry 20 pounds with your
Except
doubling.
it's doubled, right?
Yeah, it was 10.
Cool.
So that's another 60. You only need 40 more pounds. Perhaps you're all getting tired.
I'm going. Gotta go fast.
Alright, more.
More.
Ah, oh, I'm
Hard.
getting slower.
On a 5, oh dear,
I'm going too fast.
you went too fast. On a 5, you injure your hand again. This time you don't have a reroll to save you.
Ow.
You injure your hand, unless anyone would like to donate one. Nope. Okay.
We only have like a tiny bit left.
Yeah, you'll be fine, right? This is fine.
As in, we don't have many rerolls left, and I feel like it's gonna get worse.
A 7 is another 10. An 8 is 20. You're only about 10 pounds off. So one person. You've all made 3 runs so far. One person just needs to make 1 more run. And on a 9, you can carry the last 20 pounds back through. You are now at 210 pounds. If you made 3 runs, please give me 2 condition checks.
Oh, did I do 3? I think I did 3. Oh no.
No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
No.
But wait, Jim, you didn't make 3 runs. You made 4.
No.
It's okay. This is okay. This is okay. The fumble, everyone does get a fumble point. Kayo,
Welcome,
on
guys.
top of your injury, please on your stats tab, put your injury up to 8.
Oh, shit.
And your new condition is the average of those, which is 3. You are just about conscious.
Okay, so injury is now up to 8.
Uh-huh.
So I'm the most conscious one of us. I'm the best conditioned.
Yours is going to work slightly differently, Sam. The mechanics are going to be ever so slightly differently because you made 4 runs. Sean, Jack's condition is actually pretty good. Yours is a 9. The average of those is a 9. You're but halved because you haven't slept. So you're at a 5. You've actually improved since the CO2 thing. The air's just been sorting you out. You've improved.
Okay.
The hard work, it's flushed out all of that CO2 laden lungness. Jim. 9, 7, 12, 13.
The 9 was the exercise check. So it was a 7, 12, and a 13.
7, 12, 13. Okay, 7, 12, 13. Can you please roll me a d4? Okay, your new condition will be 4.
That's the same as my old condition.
Should I just subtract something instead? No, I wouldn't do that to you. Your new condition is a 4. Aquarius, this is Deke. It's been a hell of a day. I'm gonna need you all to sleep again. Fred, is everything okay? We're getting a spike in your heart rate, and your blood pressure's a little high.
It's alright. I hurt my hand a little bit, but it's okay. I'm sure I can find something to wrap it up with.
If anyone would like to try and perform, medical stuff, I mean, you're all PhD trained astronauts, right?
Yeah, let's do medical stuff.
So, for medicine, we will take... You can do a camp check on Fred for me.
Do you want us both to do it, or do you just want Jack to do it?
One of you can do it, the other one can help. If you help and you get a successful roll, you add +1. Remember, you also have fumble points.
Well, I mean, I think I have a high intelligence and...
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
But I don't know, maybe you do too.
No, I don't. No.
No, he doesn't.
I don't.
All right, so I'll do it and you'll assist.
I'll help, and I'll use a fumble point. Oh wait, yeah, I'll use a fumble point.
Okay, adds 1 to your roll.
I have 2 fumble points also. Can I use one as well?
You can. You can use 2 if you like. You can use up to 4 in one roll.
Well, I'll save 1. Okay. So camp check. It's a special modifier, so I'm going to add 2 basically to that.
Yes. Jim has a successful camp check to help you out, so you get +2.
Oh, 11,
Wow.
13.
Give
You
me
can
your hand, Fred.
you can see that Fred's hand is swollen, but that's because they've broken their wrist.
Bro, you broke your wrist. Holy cow.
Damn, I guess I did. You'd be surprised what's happened to me lately.
On a 13,
Yeah.
on a 13, I'll give it to you that the fork that you were using to eat yogurt earlier, would make a good splint.
Oh. This fork is going to make a good splint, Fred. Don't you worry, Freddy.
Alright, but what kind of savage uses a fork to eat yogurt? Ow.
It's like a spork. Sorry.
Oh, that's alright then.
A spork's not ideal, but we got to make do here in space, friend. I'll make a splint for my trusty ally, Fred.
Yep. Well, I mean, you've got duct tape, and you've got a nice metal spork. So go nuts. You splint up Fred's arm. Fred's okay.
You hear that, Fred? You're gonna be just okay. No need to cry here, Fred.
What
I'm
about we?
fine. It's just a wrist. Everything's fine.
We're gonna pan away from the space shuttle at the minute. And we're going to go down, not into the control center, but we're going to go into the newsroom where there stands a Germanic-looking man answering questions of the press. And the press are asking them, what are their chances? What do you think of their chances? And he's like, look, we are going to get them home, okay? That is the only thing that will be happening. They will all be getting home, I am sure. This is fine. We've heard that they've lost an oxygen tank, that they've got no power, that they're trying to land without using a control computer. He's like, look, there is no point. We do not know, okay? Once they enter the atmosphere, everything will go dark for 4 minutes. If we don't hear anything after 4 minutes, then mission failed. Until then, nobody knows. And we pan back up to the lunar module. Yes, Sam and Rachel, that person's familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. You think? Fred, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. It's fine. I hope, yeah. It'll be fine. We're good.
Yeah, really,
Right?
yeah, really sucks for Fred, right?
Yeah. Poor me, I guess.
Yeah.
Gonna have to live with
Jack?
this for a few months till that heals.
Yeah. Good thing medicine is great right now. How are you doing there, Jack? How are you feeling?
The old crab man's feeling a little better.
Well, that's good.
I'm hoping this tape of moon rocks will put us to sleep again.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. We should probably try and rest.
Yeah. I'm glad you've taken to the name.
I'm going to dream of the biggest, most secure urine bag there ever was.
That's the point. You've used all of your urine bags for
Hold it in.
Yeah, you've used all of your urine bags on the filtration. You're not allowed to use your waste disposal.
It's fine. Hold it in. It's fine.
Do we have like a mug with a lid or something? Or a bottle?
What happens if fabric gets damp in zero gravity, guys?
I mean,
Better or worse than being free flowing?
It's worse.
I'm just
Because are you asking out of character or in character?
This is Kayo. It's probably in character.
It's worse. Definitely worse. And
All right, good to know. I'm just holding it in anyway. It's fine.
I hope so. I don't want to be swimming around in any of your waste there, Fred.
Likewise. I mean, I'm sure yours is no better than mine.
As
yeah.
over the last 12 hours, you'll also notice that there's already quite a lot of moisture in this module at the moment. You can see a lot of ice has formed on the windows. As you're approaching the heat of the planet, condensation is starting to form on the inside. And all of the buttons are looking very, very wet.
Can we try and dry anything off? Does it work like that? I'm sorry, I'm having a blank again. It must be the weird fluctuating CO2 levels.
Yeah, Jack, you see, this is why don't we do like a little mini training thing? Because you seem to handle yourself well. What would you suggest we do in this situation?
Scratticus, what do I know about removing moisture in space? How do we deal with space moisture?
Well, the way you deal with space moisture is you keep your compartment heated so it doesn't get in.
Gotta keep our compartment heated. Oh, but it's already in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh dear.
What if we do jumping jacks and we use our own body heat to warm up the space? In space.
Don't think it works that way.
Wait, because it would evaporate, right? The moisture, if it was hot, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, but apparently my jumping jacks didn't go down very well.
Evaporate into what? You're in zero
That's the
Gs.
problem. We get little droplets everywhere.
Maybe could we cover the controls with like a sheet of plastic or something so that way it won't collect any more? Maybe on the mechanical stuff.
Why don't you make me a
we-
perception check?
Perception. Let's see here. There it is. Oh, that's
Ooh.
just a 15.
Fantastic
Oh,
roll.
boy.
On a 15, as you look at the buttons, you can see that the moisture is coming out of the buttons. It's not a matter of moisture getting into the buttons. It's that possibly the wires behind the panels are soaking wet.
What do we do? Do we just like find a tube and suck it out?
Aquarius, this is Deke again. I'm still reading all of your vital signs, and it doesn't look like any of you are getting any sleep. I'll remind you, this is probably going to be your last chance before you re-enter our atmosphere that you're going to need to sleep. I know some of you didn't sleep yesterday. I was watching your vital signs all the way through. Your kidneys are starting to overwork, and I'm concerned for you, Aquarius.
Copy that. Houston, we have a problem. Our controls are wet.
Jack, you'll also know that you're awfully close to the planet and you haven't been giving a landing procedure yet. We'll just have to see what happens if them controls. They should be proofed against a fault.
Yeah, so was the oxygen, and that didn't work so well, did it?
Is there anything we can do about the moisture? Would you recommend anything?
How close are you to God, Aquarius? Pray. This is Jean, by the way.
What kind of advice is that?
Especially from a scientist.
Yeah, filthy hypocrite.
So
Man.
pray, huh? That's it.
I was basically a god not 24 hours ago.
Yeah, but like I say, Jack, they've not given you a landing procedure.
What? Commander, why don't we have a landing procedure? We do have to land, don't we?
Houston, why? Yeah, that's right, Jack. Houston, why don't we have a landing procedure?
Looks like we got a nerf.
Okay,
Houston,
Aquarius.
we need the landing procedure, Houston.
Yeah, I understand that, Jim, I do. We want to give it to you with as much time as you to practice it as we can. We'll get back to you on that.
No, Houston, I need the landing procedure now.
Hello, Aquarius, this is Deke. We're gonna be getting you that landing procedure real soon. Straight after you sleep. We should have it by the time you're awake. But of course, I'm still reading your vital signs, and you are looking panicked. I recommend that you try and take a nap, and try not to raise your stress levels any.
Wait,
If they've put the medical officer,
encouraging...
if they've put the medical officer on Jack after you've asked a direct question of the flight commander, something's wrong.
Hold on, are you asking us to sleep so that when we smash into the earth and burn up in a fiery ball of death, we won't be conscious? Because that's what it sounds like.
This is Deke again. That is negative, Fred. That is ridiculous.
It is negative. It is. It's a negative situation.
That is a negative. That is not what we're going to be doing. We are going to get you home safe. Look, I'll level with you, Aquarius. We've got... We've got Ken in the simulator trying to work out your landing procedure now. We're still worried about your battery power. At the moment, we just can't get it in.
Is there anything we can do at all to try and help to make it work?
Leave it to us, Aquarius. Try and get some sleep.
We won't be going to sleep. We need that landing procedure.
Jack, you know that Ken was the pilot that was supposed to be on this mission, but he was held back because they feared he had been exposed to measles. He's actually probably the best pilot in the aerospace program currently, not holding a commanding position.
Kids.
Oh, measly Ken. Trying to help us out, huh?
We'll get it to you as soon as we can, Aquarius. In the meantime, you're coming awfully close to atmosphere. We recommend you eject the service module, make your way into the lunar module, close it off, and eject the service module.
All right. Guess we better go ahead and get on with that, guys. Right? Does that sound right?
Yeah, totally.
Jack, does that sound on point to you?
Does it, Scratticus?
You'd need to remove the service module to reveal the heat shield for entering atmosphere. Obviously, the temperatures will get up to like 4,000 degrees.
Oh,
You need that heat shield.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Hold on a moment, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. This is Ken here. I've got you a landing procedure. Do not eject the service module just yet. I want you to transfer some of the battery power from the service module into the lunar module. It's the only way we're going to get the ampage for that landing procedure. Jack, there's going to be 5 steps I need you to take over in the service module.
Steps. All right. These 5 steps better not have rolls involved.
5 rolls.
I want 2 rolls max. All right, we're all gonna die in space. Let's go.
Okay, Jack, let us know when you're in the service module.
All right, I go in the service module.
Well done, Jack. As the bots back here say, that's step 1. Well done. Okay, please identify the control panel. It should be just left of the one of the oxygen controls.
All right, do I see?
I'll give you this one as a free action.
Oh, kindness.
Yay!
Okay.
Let's see if I can like harass Scratticus into giving me them all for free.
Okay, now here's the tricky
What's the
bit.
next one?
I need you to remove 2 of the wires and swap them. I need you to take connection C 1.25 and swap it with connection C.27.
All right, that sounds like a check.
That's a delicate work check.
Delicate work. Okay, I got no anythings. Here we go. Dex plus spirit. My spirit is, I think, a 4, so this is not going to go well. Delicate work. I'm pushing the button. I got a 5. That's worse than a child.
Reroll.
Do I have any rerolls left?
There's only Sam currently has any rerolls.
Oh, don't you have a plus D6?
No, I took that. I should have taken that off earlier. That's my bad.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, have you completed that, Jack?
I'll give you my reroll. I'll begrudgingly give you my reroll. Yes.
I mean, it's just I'm worried that even with the
You think so? Okay. If you don't want to take it, you don't have to take it.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think my numbers are so bad on this. I don't
Okay.
know.
I mean, you could always use that last fumble point as well.
Yeah, you have another fumble point.
Well, that was
2
plus 1.
rerolls donated from Kentucky Hawkeye to whoever needs them.
There you go.
Okay.
Use that one.
If you've got to hit a 7, you can do it with those dice.
All right.
Should be fine if you had your fumble point.
Okay.
I'm just going to add 1 reroll to your commander as you're using one now, correct?
Okay. Delicate work. Thank you.
You
Here we go.
that.
You saved the space
Hey.
program. 10.
So how we looking over there, Jack?
Well, the first time I screwed it up, but then this time I am positive that I got it right.
Okay, so can you confirm that C.15 and C.27 have been swapped? Do you copy, Jack? Can you confirm? Did you swap them correctly?
Yeah, can I check?
You can do a perception check if you like.
Perception. Okay. Here we go. 10.
They're swapped. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Okay, now you should see a button next to the big relay switch.
Okay.
I want you to hold down the button with the yellow and black hashing across the sides, the one that probably looks like you shouldn't touch it. I want you to hold that button down and flip the master relay.
All right. So.
Free action. Okay, last step, Jack. The master alarm is going off in your face, by the way. Master alarm, master alarm, master alarm, master alarm. Last step. Disable the master alarm.
What kind of check is that?
Just have to turn it off.
Oh. Boop.
Okay, you are ready to eject the lunar module. I'm going to be sending you across... as soon as the computer's back up, we'll be sending you the landing procedure. Jack, a lot of this is going to be down to you, buddy.
Really?
Welcome to your first time as the pilot, huh?
Didn't I just... Really don't want to.
Okay, so for the rest of the mission, can everyone please take their positions in the seats at the in the lunar module?
Roger that.
All right.
Okay, eject the service module.
All right.
It's a simple switch. Just
Oh. All right. Is that my job? It doesn't matter. All right. I'll do it. Boink.
as you disconnect it, at first there is like a and then slowly floating past the window, you see the service module. And as it turns, in the light, you can see that a whole panel is missing. There's chunks of debris floating everywhere and scorch marks across the entirety of the panel. It looks like it's been electrically burning. That service module protects your heat shield.
I feel like I don't have enough knowledge to make the leap as Kayo.
I'll explain.
Same.
Everybody, that's really bad. I'm sure you know that.
Of course we know that.
That's bad. It's very bad.
How does the service module look, Aquarius?
Oh, it's all messed up.
Can you give us a full readout? It might help with the cleanup after this mission.
Okay, so I'll tell him everything.
Like, in the background, like background mic, you hear someone sort of go... Okay, well, best of luck, I suppose, Aquarius. Hopefully that heat shield's okay and we'll get you home. To sum up, this ship has got far colder than it meant to. The parachutes could be frozen blocks of ice. The heat shield could be broken because that service module wasn't covering it properly, so you could just overheat on your re-entry to atmosphere. And you're not 100% sure of your re-entry because of the computer being down when you were doing your burn.
I'll tell them all that. Well, the parachutes might be frozen, so if they're frozen, guys, you know, they're not gonna, you know.
Oh boy.
They're not gonna
Okay.
parachute us.
Oh boy, oh boy,
Jim.
oh boy, oh boy. Now would be a great time to see a wormhole.
Jim, you've got this weird compulsion. It's like your tongue's trying to move, like your body's trying to say something.
I mean, I don't fight it.
Your body's trying to give an inspirational speech to your crew.
Oh no. Oh, Scrat, I hate you.
You're the commander, after all.
Come on, Commando.
As the commander starts to speak, I'll look at an American flag. Like, my eyes get moist.
Oh boy. Well, boys. You know, we've lived great lives. We've done great things. Whether we made it or not, you know, at least we can say we advanced science, and we've taken this program a lot longer of a way than we ever should have. Man wasn't meant to fly, but we sure as hell did it. And how many people can say they got to go look at the moon? I mean, if that wasn't a beautiful sight, what was? So, I guess we'll take out our imaginary drinks and hope for the best.
Imaginary drinks. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have alcohol. I don't think. I'm pretty sure we don't have alcohol with us. Well, here's to hoping, boys.
Can I have a tube of goo instead?
There might be some. There might be some purple. There might be some purple fungus floating around. I saw some earlier.
Oh, please don't start the crazy space talk again.
No, okay.
Well, Commander, I just want to say it was an honor to serve with you and Fred. Whatever happens, just we got to do what we love to do together.
That's right. And none of us went crazy.
2 of us went crazy. For a while.
Wait, I'm not one of them, am I?
Oh, you absolutely are, Fred. It was you and Jack.
No. No, it was 100% you two calling yourself weird names and all that.
Hey, time.
You started calling yourself a weird name too.
Oh, no, you gave me a weird name, and I humored you, so we could to smooth your spirits, so we could get through this space disaster.
Well, hey, if we make it down to the surface in one piece, then you will think lovingly when we refer to you as Crank, because it will remind you of how we all survived the impossible together.
All right, I have the urge to nickname somebody Urine Bag, but I'm just gonna put that in my back pocket for now.
I don't think anyone deserves that honor, to be honest.
The urine bag's gonna go in the Smithsonian when this is all done. All right.
Okay, Jack, I'll warn you all, you are on Vox again. We had a hot mic for all of that. It's very inspirational down here. We're feeling real good.
No, it wasn't.
Jack, it's time to start things up again. We're gonna walk you through the order. Essentially, it's just turning things on in the right order so that we don't go over our ampage. If we go over 20 amps, we're screwed.
Oh boy.
Step 1. Turn on the lights.
Hey, do we have Tang on this thing? The orange powder drink?
I guess you do, actually. They did have that, I think.
Let's have some Tang before we... It's orange. It's delicious.
Yeah. You can all have some Tang. That can be the drink that you were cheersing with. Globules of Tang.
All right. Thank you, Hawkeye.
Alright, so once the lights are on, wait 20 seconds. You should see the amp meter fall back down to a 5.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, next turn on the gimbals.
Turning on gimbals.
Goes up to 8. Okay, turn on directional controls.
Turning on directional controls.
13.
Okay.
Okay. Give it another couple of seconds. Let me know if it drops to 12.
Just dropped to 12.
Houston's not dropping to 12, but let's keep going.
Okay, yep, that was just more of a hope than anything. Okay, next up, turn on the power to the auxiliary systems around the heat shield.
Boink.
Goes up to 18.
Bloop.
Okay, last step, Jack. Please turn on the control computer.
Turning on control computer. Press the power button.
The needle rises. 19. 19.5. Just hovers just below 20. Did it turn on or did it short?
It's on.
You hear cheering from the control room. Okay, you're looking real good up there, Apollo 13. Well, re-entry. We expect you to enter re-entry in around 2 minutes. Godspeed, and we'll see you down here. You're entering the South Pacific. There is a cruiser waiting to pick you up.
Copy.
Over and out.
Well, here's hoping we did everything right.
Mm-hmm.
All of us very knowledgeable folk.
Yeah, we've done... Now you think about it, we've done pretty damn well. Huh.
I know, yeah, we have. Maybe we should become astronauts or something.
But the worst part is no one will actually know what happened up here.
That was a joke, Jack. Come on. Where's your sense of humor?
I don't understand how that's just a weird comment.
It's a joke.
Some people get a weird sense of humor when they reckon they're about to die.
Oh, that's true.
It's true.
Y'all got any horrible secrets you want to get off your chests before we plunge into the ocean? I'm the nosy sort of guy, you know.
I'll tell you what, I give you my word that I will tell you all of my secrets over a beer when we get back.
My only secret is, sometimes I double dip.
You monster.
You
Just-
mean we like potato chips?
Okay, Aquarius, we 30 seconds until we lose signal.
Oh boy.
That's not really a deep, dark secret. It's just potato chips. It's not that bad. It's just a minor infraction. I was hoping for
The
something
heat
like
shield warning light comes on.
like a murder. Oh, the warning light's on. That's not good.
We estimate 10 seconds until until blackout, Aquarius. Good luck and Godspeed.
Okay.
All right.
Guess we just hope that heat shield holds up.
And everything goes dark, because I've put a real 4-minute timer on the stream. How are you finding it, everyone? How's the game been?
You put a
Pretty on edge.
Stressful.
But everything's fine. Like I said, the house is on fire, but the dog says everything's fine.
We pan around to the a small military school where a young boy who looks a lot like Jim is watching the screen with all his classmates around him. You can see he looks very concerned as it's just pictures of clouds during this 4-minute break.
I'm like legit about to cry right now because I know this story and it makes me cry every damn time, Scrat. I can't watch the movie. I can't do it.
We head to a bedroom where there is a woman sitting on the bed listening to a NASA radio as they begin at 2 minutes 50. Aquarius, do you read us? Aquarius, do you copy? Aquarius, do you copy? And she begins just gently crying. We pan back around again to a German-looking fellow speaking to the press. Well, look, if the parachutes are frozen, then they will have little to no chance of surviving. The difference is between landing in the ocean at a comfortable 20 miles an hour, which is still pretty bumpy, I'll admit, or 300 miles an hour, which is pretty suicidal. Aquarius, do you copy? Aquarius, do you copy? How are we feeling? All good?
Cruising.
Do you think Kayo and Jung have done enough to jump to the next location?
Well, they're jumping to a location, one way or another. It just might be spread over the surface of the ocean.
That'd be horrible if, like, it blew up. Like, they saw me die, but then they moved on.
On a meta level, it would be pretty bad for the stream as well, if we all died.
Ken, I need you're not on with the Aquarius at the moment, are you? In the background, you can hear Aquarius. Do you copy? Ken, I got a weird reading just before they went into blackout. There was like some sort of alarm. I think it might have been the heat shield. What can we do about it now? We're just gonna have to pray.
Time yet?
Aquarius, do you copy? Aquarius, do you copy? A congregation of people stand on a field near a large screen which has been set up just for this occasion. It's funny how just a week ago no one wanted to watch this latest lunar module launch. In fact, it got cancelled from all the networks. But now everyone is pulled in to see this event as it's become a mission of peril. Aquarius, do you copy? Aquarius, do you copy? If it goes up to 4 minutes, there has never been a ship that has been missing for 4 minutes before. We calculated the entry angle as best we could, but obviously without a computer active, I'm praying. As the timer runs down, it's been 4 minutes, still no word from the Aquarius. Aquarius, do you copy? Aquarius, do you copy? In the control room, the mood begins to drop as we go past 4 minutes with no word from the Aquarius. Your radio bursts into life as the parachutes launch. Aquarius, do you copy? This is Ken. This is Ken Matting. Excuse me. This is Ken Mattingly. Do you copy, Aquarius?
Houston?
Welcome home, Aquarius. The television screens show the free parachutes as this thing drops into the ocean. Except you don't just see the ocean out of the window, Jung and Kayo. You see a large blue portal.
Oh, thank God!
And as the shuttle lands in the ocean, you move on to your next location. Later that year, by the way, Jack Swigert was awarded 2 honorary degrees from 2 separate universities for his efforts during the space mission. It was Jim Lovell's last flight. He didn't go into space again. Fred returned some years later on the Apollo 16.
2 degrees.
Are you in... Young Kayo, are you in a cop car? You've just pulled up at a diner.
God, this is your dream! Wait, are we in the part of the cop?
Oh, yeah, what part of the cop car are we in? This is an important distinction.
Kayo is driving, Young is in the passenger seat.
Oh,
Wait, are we wearing uniforms?
You are
this is
wearing
a bad idea. We don't do cars in Tokyo.
Oh no.
You can see there is a shotgun between the seats. You're both wearing guns. You can only be in America.
Okay, no, you take all of these. I don't do guns. I don't. You know, where's my? I've been my. Where am I?
As you look in the rearview mirror, you can see a man, African American gentleman in a long leather jacket, leaning over the hood of a car with a Caucasian male. Are they doing a deal?
Oh God, are we meant to be busting something? Oh no.
And that's what we'll pick up next week.
Yeah.
On Revising Ryuutama.
I love it. I love it.
All good, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for the love today, chat. Between the 2 goals, we did hit 8. We hit a goal there. This stream was a good one. As you all try and guess what I'm sourcing. As you all try and guess what I'm sourcing for next week. This has actually become one of my favorite games to run. I do more prep now for this game than any other I've done before. And I hope it shows. Let's go round. We're at the end. I want to hear what your favourite parts are, how you felt about the whole experience. I know I strung it out a little bit with the 4-minute timer, but tell us how you feel anyway, and where we can find you online and all the wonderful things that you do. This time we'll go the opposite way around. We'll start with Rachel.
Yeah, I am Rachel. I am at Talonir on Twitter and Twitch and most places, in fact. And yeah, today's stream was pretty crazy. It's really cool to basically to kind of play through as these very real, very heroic people. So that was pretty rad. As for favorite moment, I mean, I do like that we have made a legendary icon out of the urine bag, and I think that's meaningful.
By the way, that was a real procedure. That is 100% what they did. It was known as
Did they break the first urine bag, though?
They did. Mailbox filter. Look it up. It's a real thing.
We even failed at the right points, guys.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was surprised. I genuinely thought I'd have to come up with another failure, but there you were, taping the urine bag, and right on cue, the dice told the story.
Beautiful. So yeah, that was pretty wild and great fun. You can find me here, obviously, on Fridays. I play Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition on Mondays on the Blood on the Thames Twitch channel, which is really fun. We're doing a big giveaway soon. I think possibly our 20th episode, so keep an eye on that. That's going to be fun. On Tuesday, I'll be playing The Witcher tabletop role-playing game on Susanna Grace's channel, and that's really good fun. I play a much less pleasant character in that, and it's ever so fun. And yeah, super good. And yeah, the session was just so good. Super amazing. I had a great time, and I can't wait for next week because it looks like we're gonna be busting some ass, probably.
Well, next around we come to Power Score RPG. Sean, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me. It was awesome. I especially loved the skill challenge, the mega skill challenge, the 21 checks of doom, which we barely survived. And by the end of it, I felt like my luck had ran out, and I didn't want to ever roll another one again. That's basically how I felt. And then I had to roll a bunch more, but we squeaked our way through it, and it was awesome. You guys are awesome. It was a ton of fun. And, I feel like we learned a lot about space today. And also a little bit about the human spirit. If you want to learn more about the human spirit, and don't forget that you can find me running shows on my channel, Power Score RPG. Oh, I've got 2 games tomorrow, one at 3 p.m. Eastern, one at 6:30. We do Hell's Rebels, which is a Pathfinder path. We do Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Sunday, we got Dungeon Academy, and they're in Barovia. That's at 6:30. And every Thursday, we do Waffle Talk, where we talk about dice camera action every single week. And you can come Waffle Talk with us anytime you want. And thank you, Scratticus, very much for having me on. It was a lot of fun. It was great to meet you all. You guys are all awesome.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you. An absolute pleasure. And I hope we get you back some more, actually. We should talk about that after the show.
Anytime.
Next around...
Honestly, I love this show. If you ever want to have me back, you ever need somebody, let me know. I don't know if that's weird to have a guest come back or whatever, but this is really awesome. Now, I would love to be on the cop one. I know I can't, but I'm just saying, that sounds like a lot of fun. So. Especially if I get to be like a cop who doesn't play by the rules. You know what I mean? Like, I live by the rules of the street because you got to get things done. Right?
You've just given me a whole bunch of ideas for next week, and you didn't even realize you'd done it. Fantastic. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure, and I will definitely keep you on record in case we get any last-minute dropouts or anything. Because as I might have mentioned before, we are full this season. We have filled all of the roles. Thank you all for your support in that. Lastly around, we have Smallish Sam. How did you find it, Sam? How was your NASA Friday?
It was a great NASA Friday. Oh, it was so great. I completely forgot what I'm supposed to say. My favorite part. I appreciate the accuracy, Scrat. Like, Jung couldn't appreciate it, but Sam could appreciate it so much. Like, every point, I was on the verge of tears because of how much I'm happy that you did such an accurate job. So I think that was it's not a part, but it was my favorite like aspect of this game. Does that count? Do I need to come up with an actual part?
That totally counts. That totally counts.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm Smaller Sam. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. And apparently now every once in a while on Twitch, streaming Kingdom Hearts. That's something that apparently started happening. But also, I think this Sunday, I'm going to be running, or I'm not going to be running. No, thank you. I will be playing in Call of Cthulhu stream on Other Doc's channel with Kelly DMing, and I think that's at 12 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. It's 2 p.m. Mountain, so I think that's 12 p.m. Eastern.
That's Kelly Lane over there DMing?
Yeah.
Oof.
I know.
Well,
I'm so excited. Yeah, we're gonna, as she says, we will be in a, unnamed, wait, I don't know. She has some name for it, but a Swedish furniture store, off-brand.
Okay, well, you know, me and Alice are going to be coming along. We got a hankering for Call of Cthulhu, and we like Kelly, so we will totally be along. We've got to support these alumni as they seem to fly from the thing. It fills me with pride, genuinely. It fills me with pride. Fills me with pride. Genuinely, it does, chat, because Kelly was one of those people who came in as a viewer for just a couple of games with us. They've done a regular campaign twice now. They've started DMing one-shots, and now the dream is achieved. They're on other channels DMing shows, and I'm not afraid to tell you they're going to be here next season DMing a show for us and bringing up some more new players, and it fills me with joy.
Me too.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Okay, that just leaves me. My favourite part, well, first of all, Sean, you played the role that I gave you perfectly. Normally I give people free choice, and I was like, just literally like, Sean, this is who you are. Like, that was it. Like, I appreciate that you played it so well, played it so accurately. I absolutely loved it. I also appreciated the moment that Sam wrote in Zoom chat, "Who is trying to kill us?" in all caps lock. And the faces that were generally pulled when I started impersonating the German person that they've seen previously, who may or may not be a Ryujin.
Where are the horns?
That was another one of my favourite moments right there. Just happened. This is my show, everyone. Welcome. If you enjoyed this, check out our other things. Here are our social links. Go and check out all of those. Check out our Patreon as well, where you can support us for as little as $1. And we just put up a new article today from Radian R. I'm realising I've missed things in chat. Thank you all for all the things. I was really into this game today, so unless it was like a reroll that was saving people's lives, I missed it. So Patreon, thank you. We have merch as well. Head over to Redbubble to get a crest on your chest. Check out Bird in the Storm Publishing, one of our sponsors, who write modules for D&D and other TTRPGs, and Mage Hand Press, who created the Dark Matter Alpha, a sci-fi expansion for D&D 5e, which we play on Thursdays at 10 p.m. And next season, we'll be playing a different Mage Hand Press expansion. I will be DMing. It's going to be something a little bit different. I'm excited. Check out our panels below the stream as well for erasivad.com, tabletoploot.com, and rootinc.com, all of which you can get a 10 to 15% discount. Today, we are going to go and pay a raid over to one of our friends. We are heading over to Tales from the Grim. You might have seen Grimjack here earlier today playing some Star Trek Adventures with us, and now we're going to head over there and see them. It looks like they're playing some Invisible Sun with Wise Papa Grant, which is always a good time. So let's head on over. Tater has our raid cry for us. It's like you've never been on a spacecraft before. Is our raid cry. We're gonna head over now. We'll be back in an hour with Mortal Spheres. Until then, keep on evoking emotions and have a good Friday night, y'all. Catch you later on. Bye.